Hi everyone, my name is Karen. Welcome back to Cabo Verde Wellness if you've been before. Hello and welcome if it's your first time. So today I have 5 great stretches for sciatica, lower back pain, or tight hips. We're going to start by bringing ourselves very slowly, especially if we have pain, down onto the mat, using our hands or forearms, our core muscles, lowering the head down. And then the next thing we want to do is find the feet at the floor, bent knees, and we do not want this little hollow underneath the lower back. So we take the arms down either side of the body, lift the hips, scoot them down towards the heels, and find that nice flat back. All right. So our first stretch today is a nice simple baby pose. We're going to take the knees into the chest one at a time, bend the knees, take the feet up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to reach up with our first 2 fingers, wrap them around the big toes, and just see if we can find a nice little rock here from side to side. If it's too much to reach for the toes, take your hands either side of your lower legs and just find that nice little rock from side to side. You want to make sure your chin is tucked into your chest and you've got a nice long spine. Maybe it feels better to reach back up towards the toes. Whatever feels good for you is what you're looking for. Some people enjoy a nice big rock here, engaging the core muscles, finding that nice massage from the earth against the lower back. Personally, I like to come to center, stay still, and just breathe into the stretch in the lower back and the hips. When you're ready, you can drop your feet one at a time back down onto the earth. And take an inhale and an exhale here. Then we're going to take the left knee and the left foot up and over to the right knee. Then lifting the right leg towards your body, you're going to thread your hands through and see if you can find or clasp the fingers along the front of the knee, just below the knee. Both feet can flex here, toes flexing back towards the knees, taking inhales and exhales, relaxing through the spine, especially through the lower back and the hips, and breathing nice and gently. Just finding that nice, calm breath for the lower back and the hips. Next, the left hand is going to come to our left knee. Our right hand is going to come to our right foot. We're going to inhale up with the right leg and gently finding some stability by holding on to the left knee and left foot. We're going to lower the right foot down onto the earth with an exhale. Now, while you're exhaling down, you want to push your core towards your lower back and your lower back towards the earth. If it's too much with the leg straight, bend the knee, take the heel towards the floor. What you're finding here is a nice big opening on the left hip and the left side of the lower back. So breathing into the left side of the lower back, just finding where it feels comfortable for that right foot to connect with the earth. Breathing here, the chin is nice and relaxed, tucked into the chest, spine is long, and we're just finding that relaxation in the lower back and hip muscles. Let's unravel with an inhale and an exhale. Both feet come to the floor. You can find that nice long spine again. And then we're going to take the right foot to the left knee this time. Inhale up with the left leg, bring it towards your chest, and then guide your hands through your legs to find a nice clasp in front of the knee, just below. Inhaling here and exhaling, relaxing through the shoulders, even relaxing through the arms, the facial muscles, and just breathing gently into the lower back and the right hip area. When you feel ready, release the left leg. Take your left hand to the sole of your foot, your right hand to your knee. Inhale up with the left leg. Slowly using your exhale and pushing the lower back into the earth, lowering down through the left leg. You're going to find your stability in your upper body just by gently holding onto the knee and the foot. Find that nice foundation in the left leg, keeping you nice and secure while you stretch and breathe into that right hip. Inhaling and exhaling and allowing your breath to pass through that right hip, right lower back muscles, nice and relaxed. Inhaling to bring the left foot to the floor, exhaling to release the right foot. And we're going to gently roll ourselves over onto our side And push yourselves up using the hands, moving nice and gently and slowly, especially if we have pain. Find your foundation here by giving your butt cheeks a gentle tug from one side to the other, and then have a look at connecting the legs all the way down towards the heels. We're going to inhale here and exhale to fold forward. Now, straight legs might be a little too much if you're experiencing some pain, so you can always bend the knees, just keeping the heels on the floor, the toes pointing up will keep that nice integrity in the legs as we fold forward. Take an inhale, maybe come up just a little. Exhale, fold down into it. Continue to breathe. Stay where you are, no need to push, and just find your breath, find your relaxation, and imagine the muscles, tendons, and ligaments in the lower back, the hamstrings and the hips lengthening and releasing. Breathing into maybe that sciatic nerve that passes all the way down to the big toes. When you're ready, inhale to bring yourself up. Scoot the feet over to the sides. Bring yourself onto all fours to start with. For our last pose, pigeon, we can come up onto the toes, step it forward with the left knee, or we could stay on the knees, step it forward with the left knee, and then slide it back with the right leg. We want to really feel the front of the right foot here. Feel our foundation nice and centered so we're not slipping over to the side onto the left hip. We're staying centered in the hips. Both hands are on the earth. Take an inhale, lengthen up through your spine. As you exhale, take your left hand down, then your right hand on top of it, and rest your head on top of your hands. You might find here that when you take an inhale, you feel like widening out through the shoulders and the elbows. That relaxes the chest a little more. Then we're going to breathe into the left hip and the left side of the lower back, finding that opening, lengthening, maybe a release of tension. Nice, calm, gentle breathing. When you feel ready, push into your hands. Bring yourself up nice and gently. Hands come to the floor. We're going to push into the back foot and lever up with the left. Otherwise, we can leave the back knee down and just slide the left knee back onto the earth, bringing yourselves back to all fours. Doing the same on the opposite side, we're going to bring the right knee forward behind the right wrist, slide it back with the left leg. Feel the front of that foot against the earth. Get nice and centered in your hips. Use both hands to lengthen up for an inhale, and then lower yourself down. Right hand first this time, left hand on top. Head comes on to the hands to relax and breathe. As you breathe, think about your right hip, right side of your lower back, maybe sensing a lengthening, a relaxation of the muscles and ligaments. Breathing nice and gently and calmly, imagining all those muscles in the hips becoming nice and re-energized. Inhale to push yourself up, using the left foot to lever up or using the knees. Bringing yourself back onto your knees, scoot it over onto your butt. Bring yourself down into a nice, gentle laying position using your hands, your arms, your abdominals. And then bringing the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Allow your knees to come together and rest here for a few breaths. Thanks for joining me.